Scotty, let's move back to the NBA. The Minnesota Timberwolves came into their game this afternoon against the Dallas Mavericks, riding a 3-game win streak. Hey, starting to turn around for one of the most disappointing teams so far this season. Their luck ran out, though. Here is their top player, Karl-Anthony Towns, on the loss.
We just didn't win tonight. We didn't do anything that we usually do to win the game, and we just didn't do that tonight. So that's why our winning streak is over, and now we have a losing streak.
Ken, I know it's not an excuse, but a 1 o'clock start, I mean, did that kind of throw you guys out of the routine at all?
No, that's not anything to have to do with being ready to do your job. You know, and we just didn't come out here and do that. No excuses.
Minnesota lost to the Mavericks today, 98-87. They're 14-27 on the season, Scotty. And when they added Tom Thibodeau, when they drafted Chris Dunn, you thought, man, this team could be a legit playoff contender in the West. It has not played out that way at all. You got the young talent. You got Thibodeau. Why haven't things clicked in Minnesota?
Because I think with Sam Mitchell, obviously, the extension of Kevin Garnett and then Flip Saunders' passing, there was a lot of emotion that I think helped serve that young team last year. They digressed. They're 1 game off of having the worst record in the Western Conference. And they're going nowhere, and they're going to get another really good pick. There's going to be a lot of ping-pong balls in there for the Timberwolves, even if they keep going with the streak. By the way, the Mavericks are really bad, and they're kind of at the same wavelength right now, but they still have a Hall of Famer in Nowitzki, and Harrison Barnes has been, I think, 80% to what you needed for him to sign what contract he signed in the offseason. So there's parity there in the NBA. I mean, there's really just 2 tiers in the NBA. I mean, I know that's pretty pessimistic. There's 3 or 4 teams that can win the title, and everybody else is trying to figure out where they need to lobby to get there by 2021 when you think the Warriors and the Cavs and the Spurs are going to have to come back down to earth. They're one of those teams that are going to be there.
Okay.
They lock in their 3 guys. Who knows about Chris Dunn yet? And they're going to get another pick. Yep. Thibodeau, you find it ironic because Thibodeau's knock has been that he puts too much onus on the regular season. And why do they have such a poor regular season right now? I think it's because they're trying to figure out Tom Thibodeau because they know he's not going anywhere. He's the 4th highest paid coach in the NBA. And I think that it's still growing pains. Best theme song of all time, R.I.P. Alan Thicke.
Do you think Coach Tibbs has, we know from his past, he builds teams on a foundation of defense. This team has no trouble scoring the basketball. Even with Tibbs on the sideline, they're still struggling to get stops.
Yeah.
You blame that on something with the message getting scrambled, just youth and inexperience, or just not having defensive talent on this team?
I think youth. I think high-level youth.
Okay.
I mean, Wiggins, Towns, and Levine were McDonald's All-Americans. Yep. They were coveted to go anywhere, right? Mm-hmm. They played in an AAU system for 8 years.
Right.
I really think that is something that you can't overlook. Defense is not a priority in AAU when you're trying to draw attention to college programs. There's a lot of all-star game environment there.